Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we are going to talk about the kettlebell flat back pullover. This video is part of a big playlist of videos that is meant to teach people kettlebells in a generally logical order so that people could start at home with the absolute basics and learn all the way up to advanced technique. When we learn kettlebells, we tend to start with a simple deadlift. We turn our deadlift into a swing. Our swing goes to one hand, then it goes to a hand transition, hand to hand swing. Then it goes to a clean, then we add a press. Then we have combination moves like clean and press. Then we add in basic squats where we will work on getting as low as possible, holding the kettlebell in front of our body. Then we jump to Turkish get-ups where we work on getting up off of the ground, which is a basic human skill and everybody should be very good at it. Then from there, we go back to squats and we start working on taking our squats all the way down to the ground to engage the ground. This is a very important athletic skill because in a lot of sports, you get knocked down to the ground, whether it be football, rugby, soccer, gymnastics, martial arts. You have to get to the ground and then effectively learn to get up off of the ground. It's also just a basic human skill. When humans lose the ability to just get up off of the ground quickly and effectively, then they have lost primary human movement and they're not as fit as they could be, even if they might look really fit. When we work on the deck squat, like all athletic skills, we can break it down into small pieces and work on each piece individually so that we can ensure that people learn proper technique and we can ensure learning success. We organize our training in such a way that it is impossible for people not to learn. Simple, kettlebell between the knees, heels on the mat, pick the kettlebell up, heavy part on top. Round your spine, get down to the ground without slamming your skull into the ground. Put the kettlebell down behind you. Elbows squeeze tight, rib cage drives down. Abs stay on the entire time. They never give up. When you are done, either set it down behind you, but we would really like people to learn to set it down back out in front of them. We exhale on both sides, when it's behind you and when it's in front of you, because when we exhale, we involuntarily contract our core. We're trying to trick our body into keeping our core engaged the entire time. The weight moves, the core stays on the entire time so that your core can learn to endure. The heavier the weight, the harder it is. This exercise is an isolated breakdown exercise of learning to drive the core down and keep your abs on. This is called breathing behind the shield, but we're taking it from where we do it normally standing up, when we do it with swings, cleans, presses, Turkish get-ups, and we're putting it down to the lying on the ground position. Your head should stay slightly off of the ground the entire time. If you need to, stare at your belly button the entire time. If it's going up and down, you're not holding your core yet. Stare at your belly button and don't let it move. Your arms move, you breathe on both sides, the rib cage stays down. You could think of this like a Pilates exercise, but done like outside in the mud with a giant chunk of iron. This drill is a drill that people will work on for their entire lives. There are 4 basic versions of this drill. This is version 1, just the pullover maintaining the core, and then eventually it turns into a no momentum deck squat where we will pull over and stand all the way up.